Hello. Um, I haven't really done a video like this ever. In the past 5 years, I've been doing content creation, but this is the story on my mental health. So before anybody starts, you know, dicking me down, um, on anything, let me preface with this: I am only sharing my story, but I know mental health is a big struggle that everybody has. So I'm not saying that my mental health is worse than everyone else's. I'm just sharing my story. Um Starting at a young age, I was like every other kid. I wanted to go out to the park, climb trees, play, football, basketball with friends and everything. Um And then in 2011, my dad was at work and he got into a work related accident and got a work related injury, and it put him in the hospital for 8 months. And I kind of spiraled very, very hard during that time. But I kind of didn't really do anything about it. I was just kind of like, well, my dad's in the hospital. I used to go and see him every day after school and everything. Um, and it was either 2011 or 2013, but I turned to food for comfort. And so I started eating and eating and eating and eating, and I got big. But that's kind of where it all started my life kind of started to go downhill. Um, and then, everyone has the same story of, oh, I used to be bullied in high school. My bullying started in middle school, went into high school. I used to get bullied for my weight, how I looked, and everything, and then again turned to food for comfort. Um, I've struggled with my own mental health for about 9 or 10 years now. Um, and it started to go from worse to even worse in 2016. On April 28th, 2016, my 16th birthday, I was sitting in my bathroom ready to commit suicide. I had pill bottles out, I had a knife with me in case, the pills didn't work, didn't kick in. But a little voice in the back of my mind, I didn't know who it was, didn't know what it was. All of my family was getting ready for my birthday and everything because we were going to go out. um with that little voice, or I had gone into the bathroom, sorry. I had gone into the bathroom and gotten all of this stuff ready, and I said, hey, I'm going to go take a shower and all that. So went in, turned the shower on, and got all the pills out and everything, and the knife. And I heard that little voice in the back of my mind telling me that if I did end up killing myself, that it's a very selfish thing to do, because that just makes it feel like your friends and family let you down. And so that little voice is kind of what saved me. um but sorry. um and then I went to a military academy later in 2016, and I had a panic attack and started having repressed thoughts of the day I was going to commit suicide. Um, Fast forward to 2019. Um, One of my ex-girlfriends at the time accused me of rape, and that kind of fucked with my head a little bit. And she never went to the cops. She never went to anywhere else. She only kept in the friend group. So I lost about 10 people that I thought were my friends from high school because of what happened, which come to find out she was just trying to tell people for attention, because there was still a couple people that believed in me, that believed that I would have never done that. But again, that fucked with my head, and it brought back the memories of suicide, or the thoughts of suicide. And I went back home, went to my grandparent, or when I was living with my grandparents, I went back home. I looked in my grandpa's gun closet, and I was like, I can't do this to them, man. Like, if they're the ones that find me, then they're gonna think that they couldn't help me. They couldn't, you know, do they couldn't do anything to help me at all. So I shut that down real quick. Um, Fast forward to 2022. I went on a month-long road trip with my grandparents, and I started having the thoughts again of suicide. And I had a very big panic attack, and that panic attack caused me to throw up. And then my grandpa got mad at me, and I told him that I needed to just walk away and breathe, but he wouldn't let me. And then that caused me to start having a small issue with my grandfather, which quickly, again, just it family banter. We both apologized to each other and just went on our own way. And the night that I'm recording this, which is now April 30th, it's like 4 in the morning. I was having those thoughts again. I told some of my online friends that, like, hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go for a drive and kind of clear my mind. I'm not, obviously this is gonna go on social media, but again, I'm saying this out of respect for everybody. My mental health is my top priority, but I would like to say that I'm not gonna put my mental health onto other people, so that way they have to worry about me. I'll worry about my own mental health, but I will help other people get through theirs. I'm not saying my mental health is worse than everybody else's. To me, it's worse, but like, I'm gonna, out of respect for everybody, my mental health is at like the bottom of the list. It's just hard. I've been struggling with it for a long time, and I don't know. It's just a struggle, and I fucking hate it. It's irritating to think about my mental health, because I never thought that I would get depression. I don't think anybody ever thinks they're going to get depression, but it's a lot to handle, between, your own mental health, if you have a job, if you have a family to take care of, if you have a family to worry about. It's difficult to juggle all of that, being an adult or a kid or whatever. It's hard to deal with your mental health, because that takes up 99% of your day, and the other 1% is everything else going on in your life. So just everyone that watches this, just take care of yourself. Treat every day as if it would be your last. Just try and have fun, whether you're working a 10 to 12 hour shift um, a 9 to 5 office job, sitting at a desk all day, um, going to school, um, playing video games, everything. Just stay on top of it and stay on top of your mental health. Um, that's about all I have to say. Um, if I said anything that's gonna trigger anybody, I'm sorry, but it had to be said. So, with all of that, I love all of you guys platonically. Yeah.